If you're one of the oh so lucky ones who's being targeted too, or suspecting you're being targeted by criminals, give y'all a little bit of help with just a few of the ways they could possibly be sabotaging you. Not saying it's gonna be every single way for you, it don't have to be, but if it resonates, it resonates. The truth always comes to you when you need it to. Here comes justice. Check with the IRS. Someone's been claiming you on their taxes probably too. Wreaking havoc with your social security number, thinking they weren't gonna get caught. There's a good chance if they haven't yet, they're gonna tap into your medical records also, which that's confidential. They shouldn't have been in there in the first place, and they told on themselves. Especially if they were a parent, working with the ex, anything along those lines. Any relatives that you're suspecting are committing fraud, whatever relative you had that passed away that meant a lot to you, check the Register of Deeds under their name. There's a good chance you'll find some type of evidence of deed fraud there. Check your name too, just in case. Any states that your family could be associated with. Yeah, you might be shocked to what you find. And don't do what I did, don't tell them about it. Print the shit out straight from the website. Just add it to your RICO folder. To go up to the Register of Deeds also. The executor didn't give you access to a will you were on. Somehow changed the documents illegally through law enforcement in the family or something. Have to request a report for your name to get the original document. Keep in mind all of our situations are a little different. So just because I'm dealing with it one way doesn't mean you're gonna be dealing with it the same exact way, but a lot of us are going through a lot of the same shit. The thing I can suggest is check your credit reports. Another way I know they've been playing in people's fucking shit. If you also suspect that family or anybody has been unalived by a certain person you're connected to, or even living in the home with, because they trapped you there or some shit, and they like to save paperwork, like in an attic or certain cabinets or whatever, and yet there might be a life insurance policy in there on you, if you haven't found it yet. Death certificates in the attic, or wherever they store their shit. So you might not even have to look hard for the shit, because literally end up popping out right in front of your face when you're not expecting it, if you haven't found it yet, and there is one on you. And hell, depending on where you're at in your journey and all this shit, even find incomplete deeds of the family who's been passed that they should have been completed. You ask them about it already, because you like me, you go right up to them, ask them to their face, hey, criminal, you do this? And then they'll lie and say, no, you did it. Like, and you just give themselves away. Dumb shit, dumb narcissist shit. What you're talking about when it's right in front of their face. But you did that. Why the fuck? Yeah. Anyway. If you know, you know. But yeah, they could have even tried to tell you there was no deed from that person, but you find the incomplete deed. And then all the deeds on the website, there's deeds everywhere. Incomplete, fucking all sloppy, and scribbles for signatures where authorities should be like, just pay attention. Do your research. You better be a little private investigator. Didn't know jack about shit, honestly. When it came to any of this, bro, I really didn't. I somehow figured it out, which was not fun, not easy, and did not take a couple days. The divine, like, hey, here's some confirmation. Since, you know, you're spiraling out of control trying to figure out the fucking truth of what's actually going on, because you never in a million years would have thought this shit had you have not been shown it. And that you were in the middle of it, because you were the one getting attacked for knowing the truth of what they were trying to do to you. And possibly other people too. But yeah, these death certificates are weird because there's a bunch of copies of them, but like also there's people you probably already suspected they unalived. But there might be other people too that you don't even fucking know, because they're not supposed to be in your family. You've never heard of these people before. So, they're slowing down with old age. And, with any addiction, you end up getting comfortable. And when you're a criminal that's been doing criminal activity for years, they always leave behind notes or evidence of some sort. So keep that in mind. No reason why any wills should be tampered with after that person dies. And I can't even think of why someone would take out loans in people's names that have already been passed away for years. Especially when all the people that they were connected to all have loans taken out in their names after their passing. Fishy, fishy. New beginnings. Beating the truth right out of them. Distance, because we don't gotta touch them to beat them. No, we whooping that ass in the spiritual. And because you're the light, the truth will always come to you first, whether they like it or not. And they'll tell on themselves if they have not already. So don't say anything, just allow them to do it. You'll find the proof eventually. They're trying to create evidence against you. So if they have access to your vehicles, your phones, devices, laptops, anything like that, watch them. And they plan on tracking you through that or taking it. But just give them a while, because they're dumb enough to use the stalking evidence against you in court, so it's on record that they stalked you. Fact Collective, they're about to get caught up in all their filthy fucking lies, like we said they would. Yeah, because they were the fools that made the moves on you. Dumb moves, very, very dumb moves against the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups stays emotionally balanced as long as crazy fucking psychotic lunatic karmics aren't around her trying to attack her. Or him. It doesn't have to be gender specific. They didn't want you balancing your emotions. They want to throw you off balance so they could call you crazy and get you locked up in a psych ward or possibly in jail. Or what? They do not want you free. Secrets that are about to come out. About this filthy crab right there trying to pinch your fucking toes every time you try to walk. Yeah, something's not over. Because no weapon formed against you shall prosper. This is what they were worried about. Did they know? Not only did they tell on themselves, and they're about to, when I say collective, whatever scheme they pulled possibly in court or whatever the hell bullshit they're putting you through right now, they just helped make you wealthy as fuck. Watch. You're gonna be out in the mountains living your best lives, picking your grapes, wealthy. And with the ones that matter, not the ones who manipulated and pretended like they loved you when they didn't. They were using you and abusing you. Clarity. Yeah, they gave the shitty offer to themselves because it only made you stronger. Because what doesn't kill you only makes you stronger. You got this, collective. I love you guys. Catch you next time.